you are taking a live look at the Cardinal Land Conservancy's Eagle Cam. It helps track the lives of a local eagle couple waiting for their babies' eggs to hatch. Andy Dickerson is the executive director of the Conservancy, and he joined me and Bob in the studio during our 8 o'clock hour to kind of give us the inside scoop. What made you guys think about putting the webcam up there?
So we had lots of people. The nest was there when we were able to work with the Bortz family to purchase this property, 120 acres. And there were lots of people trying to figure out where the nest was, and going down there, we were afraid they were going to bother the eagles too much. So we felt like when they weren't on the nest, we can have 2 cameras up there so people could really see what's going on without disturbing them. We actually have a pan-tilt zoom camera up above. And we've got a code that we can send to teachers where they can control the camera.
Oh, what a great idea, Andy. I love that. So the breeding pair, the mating pair is Bonnie and Clyde, right?
That's right.
Okay. So there are eggs in the nest. We've got to get into, there is a conspiracy theory with regard to Bonnie and Clyde. Let's just start with the eggs and how that plays into the conspiracy theory.
So this is Bonnie, though, right? Oh, look, she's
yawning. Wake up, Bonnie.
Well, what happens is now she'll chirp a little bit, and the noises they make. So when you watch the camera, turn the sound on, because they communicate. Real. So we might see Clyde fly in here.
She was talking to Clyde?
Yeah. Like, it's time for your ship, bud.
Or is it Clyde? Is that part of the conspiracy?
No, we think it's Clyde.
Okay.
We think it's Bonnie too. So there's a conspiracy theory going on, because Bonnie, for the past 5 years, has laid 3 eggs. And genetically, the size of their brood patch where the eggs go, that drives how many eggs they have.
So it should always, hypothetically, it should always be 3.
It should be 3, but this year it's just 2, and she looks different.
Oh, so
if you remember, when we were here with Lomax, it looked like she'd been to the salon. She had like blonde tips on her feathers, right? So this year it's different. It's harder to tell them apart, and so people are saying that's not Bonnie. But eagles molt all their feathers every year, not all at once. It's not like a bald chicken, but one at a time. They'll molt their feathers, and they can look different. And when the season started, there was a big hole in her beak, but it's really just like a fingernail. It grows back if they get it damaged.
I didn't know that either. Wow. Okay, so now, there are eggs in there, 2. When do we expect those eggs to hatch?
So I always tell people, think of our eagles locally like holidays, usually around Valentine's Day or Bengals Super Bowl day.
I like it.
There's eggs. And then around St. Patty's Day, they hatch. So we're looking at around March 19th.
Oh my gosh, so it's coming up.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. And then the delicate care that they take with those giant, I mean, these birds are big. I have a big fist, and their talon could totally engulf my fist. But they just tear off little pieces and put in the baby's mouth.
And you mentioned being able to show that to kids in schools and that kind of thing. What kind of input do you get from people who watch online, whether it's teachers or just somebody who thinks the camera is really cool?
We get everything. We get how wonderful it is and how exciting, and the sound. You can hear coyotes. You can hear birds calling. From the overhead camera, you can see turkeys strutting down on the road in the spring, frogs. But we also get people wanting me, last year they brought in a fish that had a lure in it still.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, you got to climb up there and get that. I'm like, I'm not climbing up there. One person called and said, they look really thirsty. You need to go up there and give them some water.
So they're giving you as many updates as you probably would get on your own.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we do other conservation work. So.
That's just what it is.
That was going to be my next question is, could you quickly kind of talk about the other work that you do?
So we concentrate on saving the last great places in the tri-state region. So this is newer. We work on wetlands. We've got a new wetland next to East Fork Lake State Park. We've got nature preserves. We conserve working lands, agricultural easements, mature forests, and endangered species. And we do that all over, and we're just now able to do that in Kentucky and Indiana as well.
Thanks for checking out the Local 12 YouTube channel. Click the links and tap subscribe to get notified anytime we post.